this is Johnny Cycles of CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons and Pioneer, looking to ramp into some Dragonback Assault. This looks like it might be a control deck. Man, I hate control. I don't want to play against control. Can I just scoop? I'm in a league though. There's our signature card. Control is going to have all kinds of ways of answering it, and it's going to be super painful to play against. Sigh. Well, we'll see. I mean, I assume they're going to be countering whatever we play on turn 2. So it's possible we want to... No, I mean, we'll run it out. We drew another one, so if they want to counter this, they can. And it will hopefully allow us to get down in a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Alright, so they're not going to counter. They're going to save the counter spells for things that matter. What do we want to put discard-wise? I don't know if that's the right move, but that's what we're doing. Next turn, I mean, next turn we're just going to end up rolling Dragonstorming again unless we find a land. So I think Control has all the tools to beat us. They have ways of getting rid of our enchantments. That was a good draw for us. So they're not going to counter it. At least I don't think they will. That means we can put a land into play. Forest Plains are island. An island comes in tapped, unfortunately. We don't have a swamp, or we don't have a mountain yet, but we do have this Dryad. I'm not expecting the Dryad to live. We do need another green source. We can go get that with Bloomvine Regent though. Our opponent's just wondering what is going on and what should I even bother countering? You always counter the payoff cards. You don't counter the ramp spells so much. Although we really do want this to resolve. But we will attempt to growth spiral at the end of their turn. Here comes a Wandering Emperor. So they're definitely going to have a counter spell for this Ugin. Or a kill spell. And that's assuming we find a land to cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we only have the 6. There's just no way they don't have a handful of counter magic, right? It's nice that they have this though. They're telling you what it is. Combat damage. Declare blockers. And they're also missing land drops. So yeah, I just don't see... Alright, we did find the land. There's another Ugin. One. I mean, we're just going to start running out Ugins, I guess. Since it's a cast trigger. And then they'll counter it, but at least we get rid of their Wandering Emperor. Yep. I just don't... I'm not sure how we go about beating Control other than just running them out of answers, but they're not even making land drops. And that means they just have a handful of answers. There's a land drop, and we don't really want to, like, just run out our one Dragonback Assault into a counterspell. We can probably Dryad of Elysian Grove and see if they counter that. It is a nice blocker. They might counter it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, they do not. Probably because they have another kill spell. They may be thinking about countering this to keep us from drawing a bunch of cards. Which we'd rather them not. Normally I would not run out another Dryad, but we want to run them out of answers, and this gives us blockers. Sets us up for, I don't know what it sets us up for, to be honest. I mean, they're going to have so many ways to kill things. Yep. Get lost number 2 with counter magic backup. So land, I guess maybe we'll try to run out the Dragonback Assault, because we're really under. We'll see. I mean, maybe we just do the Ugin. 3 cards, 2 get lost. We could just Breaching Dragonstorm to try to bait out a counterspell, but then they can. You never know what you're gonna get. All right. Have we run our opponent out of answers? Have we finally gotten there? Counter magic in particular. Get lost, destroys enchantments. They played 2 of those, 2 Dovin Vetoes. I mean, come on. We gotta get something down, right? 3 cards in hand. They play a land. Seems like they're gonna run out of Teferi and then have counter magic up. If they run out of Teferi, I think we're incentivized to play the Ugin. And it dies fine, but at least we get rid of the Teferi. Still with mana up. Alright, I mean, I think we're just going to have to go for the Ugin. 2, 3, 7. Get rid of that. Does it resolve? If they have another counterspell, I'm just going to be so sad. I think it might have resolved. Holy cow. Alright. We may run our opponent out of answers, at which point, if we can untap with this Ugin and resolve a Dragonback Assault, woo boy, things are going to get real fun for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Do they ever get lost? Digging for answers. Man, that's so many cards. Look at the top X, where X is the number of lands you control. I mean, we can, the Bloomvine Regent, draw some cards, or get this back to draw cards. We're down to 5. And we're going to go for it. If they found a counterspell, more power to them. Probably should have tapped differently. Oh my god. We have the land too. Nope. We do not get to do that. We can draw a card and gain 3 life back up to 8. That was unfortunate for us. I mean, we're incentivized to hold on to the land because we need the dragons. So, I mean, but we could have plussed up the Ugin just to play around it. And we really need them not to have another answer. Alright, back up to 8 with a blocker. What's the revealed card? Cultivate. Enter the revealed card zones. Yes. Alright, so can we come back? Or can we survive? Our opponent up to 3 cards. 2 Samurai tokens. We're at 8. We have a Bloomvine Regent and a Ugin. They managed to. We misplayed, obviously, and no more lies countering our big finisher. Here comes a Teferi. Yep. They're just going to tick it up. Trying to find answers. And we just want another Dragonback Assault, to be honest. What a game. This game's going to go on forever. Dragonback Assault, baby. Do they have a counterspell? They probably have a 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I've played a land yet. They probably have a Wandering Samurai or whatever. Wandering Emperor. Which we love it if they tapped out for the Wandering Emperor. One, two. Alright, maybe we've gotten there. Maybe we've finally... Oh, man, again. I have constantly forgetting about that. Where I'm going to bounce it back. I could have put it into play tapped, but I mean, our life total, I don't know if it matters that much, but I think it's okay. It will be okay. I think it's okay, even though I kind of misplayed there. We could have ran this out untapped and then still played the Rolling Dragonstorm. So now we just really want lands. See what answers they found. Farewell. Exile all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and graveyards. Alright, that's painful for us. We, however, still have an Ugin. Yeah, that hurt. Farewell in the main deck. Man. And now they're... What a game. Back and forth, back and forth. Discard a card. One. See if they have a counterspell. What do we spin into? Dragonback Assault. And do we want to just draw? They can bounce. I think we just need to keep drawing cards to try to keep up with what our opponent's doing. What a grindy game. What a grindy game. This Ugin, man. We can go get another Ugin once we get it up to 11. That's another reason to keep plussing. Alright, so they got rid of our Ugin. Put it second from the bottom. Made us shuffle. Found one of their finishers. We still want a Dragonback Assault. All day long, baby. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we go Cultivate, we get a land, and then we get one in our hand, and we can play that land, and then we have... So that's 8, and we have 9. Play the Ice Still Explorer. I think we just kind of want to do this. We can then Breaching Dragonstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't do both. But if we find it untapped, and they scoop it up. All right, yeah, they're seeing the writing on the wall, or they just are tired of my slow play and they need to go to the sideboard to have a chance. Which hey, that works too. Okay, Mossborn Hydra as a way of just a little bit of interaction. We don't have a lot otherwise. Brotherhood's End. We could bring in as damage to planeswalkers. So Pyroclads. I mean, Torch the Tower can hit planeswalkers, which is kind of nice, but I mean, we don't want to water down our deck too much because we have a lot of the tools to beat them, as we just saw. Growth Spiral out. Just go end up trimming. Yeah, I think our opponent felt like we had the inevitability on card advantage, even though they had that planeswalker down, and then they didn't want to have to. They wanted to make sure to get to game 3 after beating us in game. That's usually what I do. All right, I don't know. I mean, with the control, I think we're already set up pretty well to beat them. I mean, Mossborn Hydra is another must-answer threat that doesn't die to some enchantment removal that our opponent plays, but they have so many tools to fight what we're doing. Now we're just like, I think our opponent just is, hoping to sideboard and have a better game against us. Island, basic swamp. All right, we'll keep. I mean, we can Growth Spiral to ramp. We have a Brotherhood End, which is not a great card for us, but at least it does help us if we need to clean up a Planeswalker slash. So we will go get an island. It does allow us to theoretically take out the Samurai tokens and a Wandering Emperor in the right spot. Cultivate. What is our opponent going to do? Nothing. They may want to start countering our draw spells or our ramp spells. I don't know. It's okay if they do. Another Brotherhood's End is not really what we wanted. Okay, well, this is what we got. We can try to run out the Bloomvine region to start. Breaching Dragonstorm is I mean, they'll probably counter a Breaching Dragonstorm, but that's okay. I mean, the Breaching Dragonstorm is not guaranteed to hit anything, but I have a feeling they're going to counter it. Yep. Nope. And we do have 2 dead cards in our hand now, unfortunately, with these Brotherhoods in, which were risky to bring in. But, stock up. Good card for them. Holding up counter magic. I think our best draw would be like a Mossborn Hydra, to be honest, that we could then pay for if they had like no more lies. We're flooding out a little bit. Flooding out. Not really what we wanted to see. No more lies. So now our opponent's has us right where they want us, right? Right where they want us. Running us out of threats. We don't have the we don't have the things we need to run them out of answers. So if they're able to just stick a big, like a Teferi or something like that, we'll be in trouble. Or that. And they have still counter magic up. they want it. And meanwhile, we milled both of our Mossborn Hydras. Right now we're just trying to get enough lands that we can pay for things. I mean, opponent's just like, we got you where we want you. Both Mossborn Hydras go. What bad luck, man. We found both Brotherhoods in, but not and milled both Mossborn Hydras. We would rather have milled both Mossborn or both Brotherhoods in, obviously. Yeah, I'm not going to be blocking. I have Wandering Emperor mana open. I don't even know what our best hit would be. I guess an Ugin. Man, just March of Otherworldly Light. That was our turn. We had a chance. We had a window. Opponent taking a risk. They must not have any counter magic. They must just have kill spells. Which bodes well for us. If we can find an Ugin or Dragonback Assault. I mean, we have 10 live draws, I think, right now. 10 live draws because we have 3 Ugins, 4 Dragonback Assaults, and 3 more Breaching Dragonstorms, which sort of live draws. And we don't have... Look at all of our basics. That's the thing about this deck. We need to play a lot of basics because we can't... I don't think we have any more islands either. So then they did another March of Otherworldly Light. Cool, cool. That's fine. Ugin, off the top, please. Something? No land? Alright, well, we are getting closer to being able to double Brotherhood's End in a single turn. We don't have another mountain, so we can't go get it with this Maestro's Theater. Maestro Theater. Opponent's just going to be sandbagging their kill spells. Now they have a creature land to finish us off. Yeah. It's brutal. The janky beats from the control deck. We've just been flooding out. There's an Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, at least we get rid of that. I mean, I can't imagine this is going to resolve. Okay, digging for a counterspell, which they can probably get. I mean, look how many lands they have. They go digging for 1. Can this please resolve? Please. Please. Nope, it does not. Oh, they're doing it again. Alright, maybe we'll get lucky. Come on. They're looking for... They have multiple counter spells they're looking for. So that's why they haven't been able to do anything. Come on, resolve. You know you want to resolve. Don't find it all, opponent. Don't find it all, please. And they scoop it up. Yes! We got there. I mean, I don't see why they scoop it up when you got this guy coming. You can attack with this guy every turn. I think that's an early scoop from our opponent, but I'll take it, man. Taking down control, 2-0. I love it. All right, for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one.